Andrew Godsmith here, Godsmith of Chaos, here with a Spright Frog Deck Profile for you. I've been going really consistent with 2 wins, 2 losses, or better at locals for the last couple months with this deck. So I just want to share with you the profile and as well the changes that I've made since the last time I posted the video. Anyways, keep watching. I believe in you like Yugi believes in the heart of the cards. So go subscribe to my channel. Do it. Let's get to the deck profile. So first off, when you're playing Spright, you definitely need to play Spright Blue. So we play Spright Blue at 3. This is your main searcher for all your Spright monsters. Obviously, when you normal summon, the effect doesn't work, so you're going to have another monster on the field to be able to activate Spright Blue. But on special summon, you can search for another monster, and usually when you special summon Spright Blue, you're going to search out Spright Jet. Spright Jet gets any of your Spright Spell or Trap cards, and it's more bodies on the field to extend into XEs or your linked to monsters. Other Spright monsters I play is 1 Spright Red, 1 Spright Carrot, and 1 Spright Pixies. Spright Red is your monster negate, Spright Carrot is your spell and trap negate, and Spright Pixies is for increasing your level 2, rank 2, link 2, I believe, to take on your opponent's attack when they're attacking a monster or if your opponent's attacking you. Yeah, this has came in clutch when it's been in your hand. Going into battle phase. Next, for more of the Spright package, we play 3 Spright Starter. For obvious reasons, this is your main monster special summoner. You can use this during your draw phase to not get Veilered. What it does is special summons from your deck, and then you just take its attack as damage. So usually you go for blue, and then blue search Jet, and so on and so forth. Then I play 1 Gamma Burst and 1 Spright Double Cross. Gamma Burst is for when it comes back to your turn. If you've gone first, you want to get Spright Gamma Burst. It increases all your level 2, rank 2, link 2 monsters by 1400 attack. It makes it great to attack over, especially with Giga Chad Spright or Gigantic Spright. Spright Double Cross is what makes it so Toad can be a double negate. Yep. And then speaking of Toad, Swap Frog at 3. What it does is it sends your 1 Mirror Mage to the graveyard, and then Mirror Mage activates to get the freezing chains of the ice barrier. And yeah, this special summons Mirror Mage from grave, and then you can go into your Totally Awesome. Next, if you're playing Spright, you definitely got to play the Nimble package. We got 3 Nimble Beaver and 2 Nimble Angler. Absolutely awesome cards. Nimble Beaver itself is a 1-card Spright starter. Yeah, it has nothing to do with Spright, but when you normal summon Beaver, you can special summon out another Beaver or an Angler, and then use those 2 to go into Sprint or into Gigantic Spright to extend into your Spright plays. Next, for another negate and Omni negate, Melfi Caddy. Any 2 level 2 monsters can go into Melfi of the Forest, which then gets you Melfi Caddy to your hand, or Melfi Penny, but you mostly want Melfi Caddy because during the end phase you can special summon it, and then when your opponent special summons a monster or normal summons a monster, Melfi Caddy can come back to your hand, and then you would search Melfi Penny, then Melfi Penny would automatically, and it would summon itself, then immediately as that resolves, you can synchro summon, and you would synchro summon into Herald the Arclight to give you an Omni Negate. Next, so this is what I added to the deck. I usually side this card out, but I decided to change it into the main the last couple times, and it has worked out better than I thought. Would be Nightmare Corruptor Ibly. A lot of decks right now are using like synchros and other monsters. Sure, they can go on the link, but this forces them to link off first before they can special summon at all. And then if hopefully you have Sprint on the field, then you would use Sprint to bounce back that special summon monster. And then with Double Cross, I mean, if they special summon another monster, you can use it to either steal or attach to one of your Xyz monsters. And then I play 3 Kashjara Fenrir. This card is absolutely wonderful in this deck. This is so then you don't have to use up your normal summon. So then if you've Cashier or Fenrir, you can normal summon, and then use those two monsters to go into Sprint, and then extend into your plays. Also, it's a banish on the field. I'm thinking about maybe doing one Fenrir and two Cashier Unicorns, or taking out one Fenrir and adding in two Unicorns. Reason being is because Unicorn can be used on the first turn. If they end up using Ash or anything, you can use it on your first turn. And what that would do is you can take one of their extra deck monsters, banish it. It's very useful. And then I only play one triple tactics. Think out maybe if I don't do that with the Unicorn, I'll take out another Fenrir and add in talents. But what I did to add the third Fenrir in is I took out a talents to add the third Fenrir. On to more interruptions. We got 3 Ash Blossom, pretty standard. 3 Imperm, also pretty standard. And I'm thinking about adding in Veiler or something to this deck, but I really like how it goes, and I feel like the more non-level 2s I have in this deck, I'm just going to brick. So I play Shifter. Don't hate me, but this deck can run under Shifter as long as you don't go into Sprint. I absolutely like it. It works. It's won me games, so I keep it in the main board. And then 2 new cards from Info, the Silhouette Trick. The reason why I'm playing 2 Silhouette Trick is because if I do see it in my hand, I can set it, and it does negate 1 monster by itself. But if you summon it with Silhouette Rabbit, then you can set 1. Then when you special summon it, what you can do is you can negate 2 cards, and then Silhouette Rabbit can destroy a spell or trap. So this will get you 1 or 2, or say if you open up both of these, you'd summon one and summon the other, and then you just don't activate the first one. But let me know if there's anything else I should switch up for this card. I know there's the Azaroon, but Azaroon can get attacked over, where at least like I've had Silhouette Trick on the field and my opponent just can't attack over. So it at least gives me 1 to 2 more turns because it can't be destroyed by battle. That's it for the main deck. On to the extra deck. For the extra deck, I play 1 Salamangreat Almirage. Great for if you normal summon Ibli, or for Mirror Mage. If you normal summon Mirror Mage, it can go into Salamangreat Almirage. Almirage, then on the field with Mirror Mage in the graveyard, you can then get the Mirror Mage, the Freezing Chain spell, then activate that to bring Mirror Mage out, and then you have 2 monsters to go into Sprint. Then I play 1 Silhouette Rabbit. This is a great card. Can't be destroyed by battle. Yeah, you're going to take some effects, but at least they're not going to hit you directly. As well as when a monster is then special summoned to a monster zone, you can also destroy 1 spell or trap on the field. I play 1 IP Masquerena and 1 SP Little Knight. If you're playing Spright, you got to play Sprint. 1 Appaloosa. You can go into Appaloosa on your opponent's turn with IP Masquerena, and then you go into Appaloosa if they're really heavy on monster effects. Play 1 Totally Awesome. I did play it at 2. I might bump it back up to 2, but yeah, depends on how it goes. Then I play 2 Gigantic Spright. This one, like the OTK monster of your deck. This guy, if you have an extra deck monster like a Link, Xyz, Synchro monster, I believe Synchro. Yep. That it increases the attack by double, so it brings it up to 32. Melfi of the Forest negates any monster on your opponent's side of the field. Onamaru Soul Sweeper banishes a monster on your opponent's side of the field, so it's just removal. Cat Shark to increase Giga Chad's attack. And then Downward Magician and Zeus package with the 1 Herald of the Arclight Omni Negate. Full combo, you should be able to get 3 to 4 Omni Negates in this deck. Now, for the sideboard, this is very depending on your locals that you're going to. But for this one, what I did was 1 Wind Up Kitten. I'd be playing this in my deck if it weren't for Ibli. So once while face up on the field, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls, return it to the hand. Yes, it targets, but it's also a removal. So going second, if you summon this out or end up like normal summoning this out, instead of Ibly, you can just target one of your opponent's monsters and return it back to their hand, if they let you. Then I play 3 Mulcharmy Perilia. This is absolutely a wonderful card. I've used this a few times. I've been able to draw it while it's been in my deck going second, and it pretty much slows down my opponent, or they just pass turn if they're one of the normal summoning from hand, normal or special summoning from hand kind of decks. So it does work very well going against an older style deck, or against Flu or Ritual Beast. It's pretty much a draw 1 or draw 2 regardless, because most of the time your opponents have to normal summon. Then I play 3 Droll. In the side deck, I know too many decks that can play 3 Droll, so I don't have it in my main right now, but great card, wonderful card. And 3 Cosmic Cyclone, going against Tenpai or any other deck that you need to remove spells and traps. 3 Regeki. This card has been wonderful, especially if you draw multiple. Only if you're able to still pop off with your combo, but I've used Regeki and it is great this format. And then 2 Forbidden Droplet. I need my cards, I need to be able to use them, and I got no graveyard effects, so I don't play 3. Forbidden Droplet at 2 has worked well enough. That's it for my deck. May the heart forever be in your cards. Love you all. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And if you don't subscribe, I'll delete your Master Duel account. Love you all. Later.